I'm Phil Kenny here at Trucks Unique in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I have Matt Johnson from STI out of Sioux Center, Iowa, and he's going to show us the unique features of this particular truck.
Yes, sir, Phil. What we have here today is our STI Eagle Pro 1 line 2352 body, and what that is our lighter duty body. It was designed for a 19.5 gross vehicle weight chassis. We call it our flat side body. We have many features, I guess, that some of the competition does not have. And then also I want to talk about the Tiger 6541 crane today. If we start in the front, we're just going to start in the front and work our way back today. This is our Oxygenacetylene cabinet. It is taller than the rest of the banks, as you can see. This box is a 2352, so what that nomenclature means is it's 23 deep, 52 tall. With the exception of this cabinet, this is 59 tall. This is Oxygenacetylene. It's vented. We have the J-hooks. We mount our bottles against the back wall, where some of the other companies will do it on the front or the side walls. We have full automotive type bulb, weather stripping. All our cabinet doors have spring checks, not gas struts. It just lasts longer. They're easier to maintain. Another feature that all our boxes have are single panel doors. You'll see a lot of double panel doors out there. This is 11 gauge. Single panel. I mean, you can hang on it, you can do whatever you want. All our cabinets feature, and this is new as of the first of the year, 3-point latching mechanism that's actually a compression style. So it gives a good, nice, tight seal. Why that's important is we run pressurized cabinets. If we open this, you want to put the mic up here, Phil. Oh, wow. You can hear the air, because we have up on top here, if we open this cabinet, we have a 12-volt blower motor up there that's bringing filtered air in, and it's channeled throughout all the cabinets on this bank. Each bank or each side has its own fan. But we run that, and what that does, if you're in a high moisture content or a high dust environment, it just helps. It doesn't eliminate it, but boy, it sure cuts it down a bunch. So,
I bet it does.
Yeah, it does. I see a lot of benefits from that in high moisture, especially too, guys that have rusty tools and stuff like that. This seems to help a bunch. So, but yeah, it's just each side has its own fan, so each side is independent. The fans run when the key is on, when you're going down the road, so it runs all the time, basically, until you engage the PTO, because the way we do that is we figure you're at a job site, you're working, you're not moving necessarily, so the fan does not run at that time. But if you drive 10 hours, it'll run for 10 hours. So it's meant for transport more than anything. So
You can definitely hear it.
yeah, and the motor is a rebuildable motor. You can buy brush kits from us, bushings, all that stuff. So it's rebuildable.
Nice.
This drawer unit, this truck is actually optioned out a little bit different. We typically will do one set of roll-out drawers. These are Eagle Pro drawers. They're made by another company, but we have them private labeled for us. They're 500-pound hardware as far as the slides. They have a nice positive style latch, so they don't come flying open on you when you're going around corners. They're an excellent drawer. They're really, really heavy duty. We'll get back into the crane tower here and some others here. You hear that sucker whistling, so
Yeah.
we'll just touch on the shelving here on the wheel well compartment. The shelving is all 250-pound rated shelving. However, we mount it on a slide channel, so you can put that shelf anywhere you want, where some of my competition will do every 3-inch, 6-inch tabs. This you can put wherever you want on those channels.
A lot of flexibility.
A lot of flexibility, yep. And there again, we're back to single panel doors. And this is probably one of the more unique features for our product, is our crane tower. As you can see, it is open. There's no pedestal, there's no tower through the center of it. This particular truck has a compressor package on it, so we have an air reel back here with a box on the back side, a Van Air RC40, and then there is a 15-gallon air tank underneath on the frame. So this is kind of our standard air package. And as you can see, if you didn't have the air reel, you would still have somewhat of a usable cabinet. You could even add a shelf in there if you wanted to.
Definitely.
So I mean, we don't hog up the crane tower with any kind of pedestal or anything like that. And this whole box, is designed basically from this corner forward around everything. This is where we start all our design, is right here. Outrigger cross tubes, going forward on the cabinets. Everything starts here, and then we work our way around. So, new for us too this year. We used to have Omnix brand. We have gone to the Service Smart controllers. The biggest upgrade in this is it has an LCD digital readout, so you can see what percentage of load you're at. So if you're at 80% of max load, it'll tell you that.
Wow.
And if you have any kind of issue with the crane, like you're at anti-2 block, the filter needs to be serviced, it'll pop up a code there for you too. So we used to have that feature on a light bar on the side of the crane, but we got complaints from people that you had to stop what you're doing, go look at the light bar, and now everything's done right here in your hand. So
very safety oriented.
yeah, it's very safety, and there we actually included a horn too now. So if you're in a mine site, that's almost a mandatory anymore. You got to have a horn on the crane before you move a load. So that is on there too, and it's awesome. And this is a full. The crane is a Tiger 6541. This is full hydraulic, full proportional control. All our hydraulic cranes are proportionally controlled. Auto 2-speed you see on the side of the boom. What that is basically if you're at 80%, 90%, it reduces the speed of the crane so you don't damage the crane. If you're booming a crane load, you can't go full trigger. It won't let you because if you stop and then it might tweak the boom or something like that. So everything's painted with the same quality of paint. The black pieces besides the winch are all powder coated black. The biggest thing with our crane too is, if you notice in here, a lot of crane compartments, even if they have somewhat of a usable cabinet, there's a drip pan with a hose because they don't have a sealed turret. Ours are a sealed turret, so you don't have any drip pans or any of that stuff to clunk up and gump
no worry.
up. No worry there whatsoever. So, like I said, this is we run fully enclosed outriggers. That's something else too that a lot of companies don't do. You'll have exposed hoses and stuff. It's cleaner first and foremost, but if you're working on the workbench, things get pushed around, jarred around, you don't run the risk of marring a hose or something like that. So
right.
it's there again. It's a little bit of a cleanliness.
Yeah. Excellent.
This is our workbench. This is our Eagle Pro 1, so it's a smaller one. We have our Eagle Pro 2, which is our heavier line of bodies, 26,000 GVW and up. That's actually bigger yet by 6 inches, but you can see here, I use this as a selling point kind of too. These are bullet hinges, but they're stainless steel. You could give us this, if something happened to a door on this truck, you could give us the serial number and we could cut this out of our plasma table and send it to you in any different ways. We could send it to you bare metal, you transfer and paint, we could send you this exactly what you see here. So it's kind of a service deal. On the larger doors, you can have a door off that fast too, plus a cotter pin for the door check. So you can pull any one of these doors off in a matter of 10 seconds.
Easy to repair, that's important.
Well, a single panel helps that too. You know, you can take this, you can take all the hardware off and put it on a bench and straighten it.
Wow.
Really, if you wanted to. So that's the other thing with a single panel over a dual panel.
Yeah.
So it's just the ease of repairs and fixing in general is just.
Yeah, that's a huge benefit.
Yep. The workbench is not pressurized. We don't channel that through the workbench, however. So that's one thing. Yeah, and another net, I said it's a 2-year warranty front to back, 3-year on paint, 5-year on rust through. So we do a 2, 3, 5 warranty on everything, crane and box. So it's typically don't have a lot of issues, which is good, but
yeah,
you never know. You never know.
Absolutely. Just looking at this truck, there's a lot of features that are very user-friendly, and the crane and remote are designed to cut down on human error, so
yes,
very safety-oriented.
Yep.
Really awesome, Matt. So Matt is going to engage the crane. Show us how the remote works. He's got the outrigger down on the ground now, and he's operating the remote.
A couple things before we get into doing that. I just wanted to show you when we do our direct upfits at the factory. A couple things we do. You can kind of hear that.
Yeah.
That's engaging the compressor. You can start and stop the compressor off the remote. And then also another thing too is I can shut the truck off.
You can kill it.
You can kill it, so start it up. So,
wow, that's nice.
Yeah, so you can save basically hours on the chassis, you know. So if you're out running and have the PTO engaged and you know it's going to be an hour, you can just shut it off from here and finish your work and fire it right back up. So
that's really nice.
Yep. Kick the PTO back on, idle up. Bring it out. I'll drop the hook here, and we'll take the crane to full extension.
Okay.
So you can kind of see that.
Sure.
Also do 2 functions at once with our controls. So right now I'm winching down and I am booming up. And we'll just take it out here to the full 21 foot. Another thing about our cranes that not a lot of companies do is you can see on that boom up there, it's graduated every 6 inches. So you know at a quick glance how many feet extension you're at. With a swing gauge, you can tell your angle, and then you can roughly figure in your head if something's not lifting or something's not working right. You can go to the load chart in the crane tower and see why.
So a couple of more awesome safety features.
Yep. So in theory here, with the rise of the crane on the cabinet, we're at 21 foot extension.
Okay.
So there we are, 21 foot, and there again we can do 2 features at once. We can. Another thing too, we have 400 degrees of rotation. There is a rotation stop block in there, but you can get 400 degrees rotation. One button's hit. But we can put that thing straight up in the air too. So. There we are.
Wow.
Straight up. So that's quite a reach for a 21 footer. So.
Yeah, it is. And it works very smoothly.
Yes, it's all proportional control. This new controller we have, the Service Brand controller, one of the biggest deals we had besides the LCD readout was a little better trigger action as far as control, as far as proportional control. So
very nice.
Yep. 5 degrees down, negative angle you can get off our cranes also. So that's another thing too that a lot of companies will do.
Notice the magnet on the back of the remote.
Yep.
Really nice.
Yep, you can put it anywhere. Just got to remember to pick it up when you're done so you don't drive off with something and not have your remote. So
excellent.
Yeah, 5 degrees down angle. Really just a sell and forget crane for me, because honestly I don't have a lot of issues with them. I mean, outside of a 6-7-year-old crane, maybe some parts, knock on wood, man, I have really good luck with them, so I like them.
Excellent.
There we go, now we get to 21 foot. I must have been at the 2 blocks, so.
So again, Phil Kenny and Matt Johnson here demonstrating an STI truck that's being delivered to a customer. And you can always reach Phil and Matt through Trucks Unique in Albuquerque, New Mexico at 505-884-5749.